corner. The man behind the face of DCF arrested on child pornography charges, and authorities say one of the victims was in the state's foster care system. So how could this have happened? Fox 4's Erica Pizzi put that question straight to the agency's top dog.
It's been a long road to recovery for an agency once battered and broken. In Southwest Florida, recent cases highlight mistakes made by the Department of Children and Families. Last year, 3-year-old Zaid Jones was beaten to death, police say, by his mother's boyfriend just weeks after the agency gave the boy back to his mother. Now the latest in DCF's shattered image, an arrest of one of their own, and not just anyone. 40-year-old Al Zimmerman was the press secretary. His arrest report lists 8 counts of using a child in a sexual performance. Authorities say he offered money to 2 teenage boys in exchange for taking pictures of them in sexual acts. One of the teens was in DCF custody at the time.
I would assume everybody here in this agency was saying, should I have known something?
Chances are they should have known something, if nothing more than from a standard background check that was not done on Zimmerman. And he had a record, a DUI, and some bad checks would have kept him from getting the job. So how could this have happened? I dialed that very press conference to put my question straight to DCF's top dog, Bob Butterworth. Sir, how does someone charged with such a serious crime involving children rise so high in an agency devoted to fight against just these kind of incidents?
The person, Mr. Zimmerman, who was of course terminated immediately upon his arrest, when we checked, even though we know now about his background, there was nothing there to show that he would commit this particular type of crime, or he had a propensity to commit this type of crime.
There's certain things you cannot prepare for. And I can guarantee you, this is one thing I never expected to occur. We do not want this to be a setback. It should not be a setback for the agency at all. It is one person who committed, I believe, a horrific act. A horrific act.
The head of DCF here in Southwest Florida echoes the Secretary's horror. In a statement she gave to me, Cookie Coleman insists this isolated incident is not going to change the agency's commitment to this community. That commitment, though, is not quite clear for those who remember what happened to little Zaid. Both here and across the state, the agency will undergo a massive background investigation of every one of its 13,000 employees. That means they're going to go back through each and every file and perform background checks, including fingerprints and applications, on all employees who do not have that information already in their files.
I think some people might be surprised that the background checks weren't on every employee, but we're talking about a lot of people, and it sounds like a lot of taxpayer money to do something like that.
You bet. Now, I couldn't get an exact number from DCF, but I did talk with the regional director in our area here, Nick Cox. He assures me that our area here in Southwest Florida has already been doing these background checks, including fingerprints. So if there's a cost, there won't be much of a cost, at least in our particular area.
It's a tight time right now. We're hearing a lot of agencies say that. All right, thank you, Erica. Investigators are now looking into the possibility of more victims in this case. If he's convicted, Zimmerman faces up to 120 years.